say that because sometimes it like cuts me off slightly, but hi guys, and welcome to the live. I'm so excited to be here tonight. It's been a while since I've been live on my channel, but if you didn't see it, this past Friday I was just on Craft Roulette. So technically like I've been live recently, but not on my own. Oh, we're good. Not on my own channel. Okay, hopefully that didn't just black out. Are we good? We still good? I like swiped off the YouTube app on my phone, so I'm hoping we're still good. Uh-oh, are we not good? Uh-oh. Is everything, can you guys still hear and see me? Or see my desk? Let's go with, hopefully, yes. Am I still here? I'm just waiting for the comments. Sorry guys, if I am. I think I am. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Of course that would happen. So today I'm using the new Sizzix birthday anniversary release. Okay. Good, we're good. Sorry guys. What happened was I was like trying to check something on my phone, and then of course, hi Carol, hi Michelle, I swiped off the app, so I was like, oh no. But it appears we're good. So assuming that stays like that, we can proceed. So today I have two of the items from the brand new Sizzix release with, well, it's like with all their designers. So they're celebrating their 25th birthday, which is crazy. Sizzix is only, 7 years older than I am. But it got a few years on me. But it's the 25th birthday, and I really love how they did the logo with the candles and the little birthday hat. But today, we're going to be playing with the layered stuff, with the something balloons. I'm forgetting the exact name. With the, oh my god, where is the name? Ah! Wait, is it on the front? Am I blind? Am I going blind? I think it's like Balloon Bash, something like that. Oh no, it's just Birthday Balloon Stencil. Okay, Birthday Balloon Stencil. Where is that? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I know it's on here. I don't see it though. Oh, right there. I am blind. Birthday balloons. That might help if I actually looked. So we have birthday balloons, and then we have the Let's Eat Cake stencil and die. So you have the flower stencils over here, and then the cake die set that they come together in this one set. And yeah, these are just two of the products product sets because, well, this is just stencils, but dies and stencils. These are two of the things that came out. I believe every designer had a product come out, a SKU, which is really cool. So this is like probably the first Sizzix release in a very, very long time where all the designers have something. So from Stacy Park to Tim Holtz, Catherine Pooler, 49 and Market, Eileen Hull, and everyone else, they all have something. So make sure to check that out. I have everything linked in the description, these two, and then the whole collections as well to both scrapbook.com and Sizzix, but don't feel pressure to buy it. I'm just here for your entertainment and for you to watch, so yeah. So I think let's get to it. I'm gonna use, I believe, well, I know I'm gonna use both of them. I'm gonna do the balloons for the background, I think. That's what I was thinking. So we're gonna open this up, and we are gonna pull out a nice little envelope that come in. So we're gonna put these packaging off to the side for now, and we're gonna open this bad boy up. I really love how it comes in the nice, like, protective packaging. That way, if you, like, lose the box, it's totally fun. So, there are 4 stencil layers here. 3 of them that do the balloons and then the confetti, and then one of them that does the strings and, like, a little highlight on the thing. Hello, Delise! Hi! So, yeah. I'm forgetting, I believe these are wide enough for A2, but let me check, because Sizzix operates in, like, European sizes. Yes, this is like the perfect size for A2. It's 4 1/4. Well, it's probably maybe just slightly more than 4 1/4. Regardless, it's about 4 1/4, and then it's a little bit more than 5 1/2. It's probably 4 1/4 by something like that. Hi, Taylor. That's the head of sales at Sizzix. So hi, Taylor. I'm so happy you're here. We're just about to get started stenciling. So I was thinking of possibly doing it on white cardstock, but I think craft cardstock would be a great addition. So I'm thinking. I feel like white would be cool, but I think doing it on craft. I think, let me grab the craft cardstock, because, you know, when craft is an option, I think we go with craft. So I think we're going to do that. Also, my literal ass sheet. You know, that's a great thing. But it's enough to make it work, so, you know, that's the important part. We can make the craft card. So we're just going to pop this down, ignore the ink stains on my paper trimmer. And we're going to do, you know what, let's do it. I was going to do it to 5 1/4. Or, let's do, no, we'll do 5 1/2. We'll do 5 1/2. We'll do a full size. Or, no, let's cut it down a little bit. So, okay. Put these off to the side again. Let's do, instead of like full size, I like to sometimes pop it up with foam tape and have a white border. So let's do 3 points, no, let's do 4. I'm very indecisive, clearly. Let's do 4 by 5 1/4. So there we go. So it's 1/4 of an inch smaller than a full size A2 card panel. So 4 inches by 5 1/4 instead of 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Yes, Felice, the envelopes are great. I love them too. I love that Sizzix started putting them like in those. Well, the dies always were, but the stencils too now. Okay, so this white cardstock can go to the side because we're not using it. So I'm just trying to figure out which order I want to do the stencils in, probably by the numbered order. That would make sense. There's probably a reason they're numbered. So the nice thing about these stencils is they worked perfectly with the Sizzix Stampin' Stencil platform tool because they have the little registration marks up here so you can hook them on. However, actually, we can grab that. Let's grab that. I have it literally right behind me, so we got it out. Yes, yes. Taylor coming in with all the facts. So ignore how loved this is. As you can see, a lot of ink, a lot of stuff, but I use it, so we're gonna go with it. So we're gonna place this right about here, maybe. Actually, let's do it down a little bit, and we can always adjust if we need to. So we're gonna place our paper there, and we're gonna go in with the first stencil, and ooh, I just need to pop that out. Go in with the first stencil, and that appears to be lined up pretty well. So let's go for it. Yes, it is well loved. I think you can tell. So let's go in. I'm thinking like sunset colors. I know I've been doing a lot of sunset colors recently. We could either do like sunset vibes, or we could do like blues and cooler colors, or we could do a mix. I'm gonna start off with pink, and then we can decide from there. So I'm gonna do some pink. What color do we want to do with pink? That's a great, wonderful question. Let's go with, let's go with residual ink. I love a good residual ink. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in from the side of the balloons and kind of work my way in. I'm not really caring about like an actual light source. I'm just getting some shading in there for more interest. You can totally care about a light source, but I never. So we're gonna go there, and we're gonna come up here. And then we'll do these little streamers and the balloon. Streamers are confetti. Okay, I am kind of realizing though, we might actually need ink. So let's change of course. We're gonna go in with Be Mine from Catherine Pooler. So just ink this up a little bit and then come in here. And then we'll get it to be much more vibrant than it was. You know, sometimes I can get away with the residual ink, but today wasn't that kind of day. Especially because I'm doing it on craft. Oh, I'm kind of off camera. I apologize. Ooh, I get to go on to Lisa's big TV. We love that. So yeah, whenever I'm stenciling or ink blending, I try to just create some sort of shading. But I never really care about a potential light source because most people, when you get a card, aren't going to be analyzing for a light source. Some people might, but I'm going to go out on a limb here and say 95% aren't. So you might be able to get away with it. Can't say so for sure, but okay. Let's peel and reveal this. And ooh, that's looking good. That's looking good. I'm happy with that. So now we're going to go in with stencil number 2. Hi, Stacy. Hi. So yeah, we're playing with Stacy Park's stencil right now, and Stacy just showed up. She's the owner of Scrapbooking Made Simple. I've made so many samples for her store with Sizzix, so she's an amazing human. I've met her quite a few years ago now, but she's so nice and sweet. Well, since Michelle said shop, everything's linked in the description below, and those are affiliate links. But like I said before, just vibe out, come watch the card made. No pressure. So yeah, we're going with stencil number 2, and let's do... I'm going to go with orange. Let's go with orange, because I think that's going to be fun. We're going to go for, like, the summery colors, I guess. I love you, Caitlin. Let's get that bag. So we're going to go in with Orange Twist, also from Catherine Pooler. I'm probably going to use all Catherine Pooler inks. And also, just a reminder, we did Be Mine first. So let's go in with the Orange Twist. And we can place that right here so you guys can actually see it this time. Look at me go. I've also been, like, really loving doing craft stenciling recently. I have, like, a bunch of cards I actually need to post. Thank you, Stacy. Because I have been crafting up a storm because I go to college soon, so... Oh yeah, I also graduated high school. So I didn't say that on YouTube yet, and if you don't follow me on Instagram, you wouldn't know. But I graduated high school. We're done with that. And I'll be doing a more in-depth video of what's to come, but yeah. High school is over. And believe it or not, Taylor surprised me and flew all the way from California for my graduation, which was awesome. So once again, thank you, Taylor. My mom fully still asks every day, are you still so surprised, or are you still in shock that Taylor came? I'm like, yes, I was not expecting that. Okay, I'm like going ham on that one balloon. I really don't need to. Also, don't be like me. Actually clean off your stencils after you use them. But for the sake of the live, you know, I gotta keep it moving. Okay, so we're now gonna peel back this second stencil and see it's coming along nicely. What I really love is that, also, this is fully just like a Dunkin' Donuts set right now. So maybe Dunkin' Donuts needs to come sponsor me. But we're gonna add in some yellow now. Let's go with, I'm like looking to see which yellows to use. We could do, I feel like Tiara would look pretty good on this. Let's do Tiara. Also, if you haven't, make sure you hit that like button because that's how people come see it. And who doesn't want to see me live? Like, I'm joking. I'm not that narcissistic. I know a lot of people wouldn't. But, you know, the like few people that do, make sure they can help see it too. So make sure to like the live stream. Okay, here we go. So we're going in with Tiara. Like I said, we have that Tiara off to the side. And just going to ink this up. Oh yeah, I think this was a good choice of yellow. Also, we're using Simon Hurley's blending brushes, which I have to say are definitely the best blending brushes I've used. For whatever reason, and I think it's because they're completely flat on the bottom, they like give such a good blend, and I love using them. And then I also love using the Altenew mini blending brushes, which we might pull out for the next stencil. I'm not 100% sure, but we will see. We shall see. Also, how's everyone's night so far? Are we crafting with me? I love when you guys craft with me. Or are you crafting vicariously through me? I have to ask. I always ask. I have to ask. Yeah, I fully have like a draw in like my Alex draw sets. I have one that's just full of cards I need to post, which it's pretty good. I took the photos and I'm like building them up for a craft fair I'm potentially doing in November. I don't even know if I'm going to do it, but yeah, these colors are doing great on craft. I think, ooh, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. I think it's because this is a lighter craft. This one's from Altenew. It's literally called, not Altenew. This one's from Lawn Fawn. It's called Craft. And I think it's just lighter than other crafts I have. I have a bunch from Pink and Maine too that also work great that I've used recently. But I just grabbed this one because it was sitting on top of all my cardstock. You what? You're eating. You're eating your food. I'm eating this card up. No, I'm joking. My grandma's also probably watching and she's like, what does eating mean? It's okay. I'll tell her after. Okay. This looks pretty good. I'm really happy with how that came out. It's like subtle, but it's nice. So now what we're going to do is we are going to go in with this final stencil, but we're going to do it a little tiny bit differently. Because obviously, you know, wait, hold on. Do I have this on the right way? Yes, I do. Okay. Thank you, Delise. Thank you, Michelle. So the reason we're going to do this one a little bit different is because we kind of have, well, we have the highlight areas that I want to make sure they're correct for each balloon. So we are going to go in with those little alternate brushes and then the rabbit hole designs one I also have because I had just made this my pink one once and I didn't change it. It's totally fine. So we have our orange, our yellow, and our pink. So we're going to start with yellow. And then we'll probably do, I don't know what color to do the balloon strings. So why don't you tell me below what color I should do the strings? So we did this yellow. Then we have to do this yellow. Oh, hold on. Let me actually press that down. Hi, Tim. Hi, Timothy. Hi. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, they're supposed to be, it's like the little highlights on the balloons, and then the strings are like the actual strings of the balloons. It does look awesome on the craft. Thank you, Taylor. I've been using craft so much recently. Chocolate chip brown. I was thinking like a brown. I don't know if I have like chocolate chip brown, but I definitely have a brown. Actually, I have a few from Catherine Pooler that I think will work very nicely. Okay, Delise also agrees with the brown, so we're probably going to do the brown. Now we're going to go back in with the orange twist. That first color we did again was Tiara. So, you know, whoops. Okay, we're going to put the pink one down. We're going to pick up the orange, and nobody saw that happen. Okay. At least I didn't actually dip it. You know, that would have been a different story if I just like went in and started mixing around my pink. But I didn't, so, you know, no mistake was actually made. But if I did, oh well. The world would have kept spinning. And then lastly, we're going to go back in with the Be Mine. We're going to come up here. Ooh. Okay, that's a good idea, but that's also like a lot of effort. That would be really, really cool to do the embossing ink. However, is there only 2 pink? Yes. Yeah, because you don't see. Okay. Yeah, that is a really fun idea. And you know, I could use my embossing powders. But I think if I do that, personally, I'm going to get embossing powder all over this. And it's going to end up horrible. So, wonderful idea. I'm not going to do it because I know I will screw up so badly. But definitely an idea if you're like not as clumsy as me when crafting. So I think I have Sandcastle and Macchiato. Oh, Macchiato would be so good right now. Not the point, Brennan. Okay, back to the card making. I think Macchiato would probably be the better choice here. So we're going to go with that. Unless someone starts yelling at me in like 2 seconds, not 2. Yeah. Okay, Delise says Macchiato, so we're going to do the Macchiato. So I think I need to not like fully mask off some of these, but some of these are close where I don't want to risk it because that's not a good idea. So Macchiato up there so you can see it. Let's start. I don't know where. We can start. Right here, I guess, because I don't really need to mask anything here. Okay, over here. I mean, if I'm careful, I probably don't need to mask anything if I'm so honest. It's just, sometimes I'm not careful enough. That one's like barely there. We'll just put a little one there. I probably do have s'mores. I just had these 2 together and I didn't look hard enough. I really need to reorganize my ink pads. I don't have... Whoops. Okay, we're just gonna carefully place this back down. See, like I said, imagine if that was embossing ink and embossing powder, what would have happened? Oh my gosh. See, as you can tell, I need to get a new little, the sticky paper for the, I can't think of the actual name, I'm sorry, Taylor. The new, basically the paper that you put down on the stamp platform for it to actually stick. This one's old, so, you know, that's my fault that just came up. We'll go right here. And we'll go over, let's stencil, let's do a little bit of that too. It's not worth the risk, people. It's not. It's not. Did I do that? Yeah, I did. I also should have done that there, but you know, I risked that one. Whoops. It's fine. We didn't make the mistake. We've come close to making multiple mistakes already, but we didn't make any of them, so we didn't learn anything yet. Okay, are you guys ready? Let's peel and reveal. I'm really happy with that. That looks so cool. And then you can see the little details on there. I am getting excited about moving in. I am. You know, we're almost there. It's a little bit more than a month away for college, so it's kind of crazy. I'm thinking, I'm gonna go back in. I am gonna clean this off really quick though, which I will show you, because I don't want to risk any contamination. So, if I can find my spray bottle, we're just gonna come in here real quick, because I want to darken up the little, well, it's not really highlights the way I did it, lowlights, I guess you could say. Another great idea for that part, you could totally go in. Yes, exactly. Because because of the notches, you can just put the little stencil right back on, and it's in the exact same place. And there also are adapters. If it's not a Sizzix stencil you're using, but you want to use a different layering stencil, you can put on little adapters for it, which keeps it like exactly in place. Okay. So like I said, I just want to put this right back down, and the pinks are fine, but the yellows especially, I want to get those darker. So do I have a darker yellow I could do? Limoncello might show up a little bit more. Maybe not. You know what, let's just go back in with Tiara. We'll see what happens. If it doesn't darken it up, it doesn't darken it up, and that's okay. I want them a little bit darker. The yellow and the orange, but more so the yellow. So let's just go back in here and just kind of go a little cuckoo. Yeah, I like that too. Okay, I think the yellow is probably good. Let's try that orange again. So back in with orange twist. Thank you, Stacy. I've been doing this color combo a lot recently. And I've done it a lot before too. But it's like my go-to. I'll sometimes, like, typically I do party dress for the pink, but today I grabbed Be Mine, so it's a little bit different than I normally do. Okay. I think those should be dark enough now. Let's see. Definitely. There we go. Look at those balloons, guys. I'm so happy with that now. Because look at how nice and dark those are. It's perfect. I'm so happy with how that just came out. So yeah, sometimes you just have to go in again, but we got the little notches, so it's perfect. Okay. So I'm going to peel this off really quick. Sorry, I just took it off camera because I'm very close, and if I moved it in the wrong way, I could knock over my phone, and we didn't need to do that tonight. You know, maybe tomorrow night. I'm not going live tomorrow night, but future Brennan will thank her and Brennan. So I think we are done with the balloons for now. So now we're going to move on to the Catherine Pooler Let's Eat Cake set. We're going to be using the die set. So let me grab that. So we have that set here, and we're obviously going to be using the cake part, but we might just, I don't know, because I'm thinking the cake might be too much, so we could just do the happy birthday and potentially do some sort of circle die or some sort of die. I know I have a bunch of Stacy Park dies that will work great. So we could do that. I'm thinking that maybe. Also, I love the font that was used on here. It's a really just fun and simple font, but it's really effective. So we are gonna open this up, and you guys can tell me, should we do the cake, or do we think the cake will be too much? We should just do a shape die. Because I feel like the cake could be too much potentially. And we're just opening this up. Okay. So we have this flower stencils here, which this is a really nice stencil set, I must say. As you all know, I love flowers, so this will be really fun to play with. Maybe another time, but yeah. I feel like I have to make a card with this too now. But let's look at these dies. I shouldn't pour them all out, but I'm gonna pour them all out. Oh, is there? Oh. I'm like, why can't I open this? There's tape, which is smart, so they don't fly out. I don't know where my little scissors went, so we're just gonna do it with the bigger Tim Holtz scissors to open this. I should really use a crafting knife. Let's grab a crafting knife. That might be the smarter move here, so I don't slice my hand open with a pair of scissors. Again, yes, that's happened before. There we go. Okay. And also, just so my grandma doesn't yell at me, because she's probably watching, I'm cutting away from myself. I'm not cutting towards myself. Don't worry. Do not worry. Okay. Let's pour these out. Okay, yeah, I think that I was probably right. If we go with the cake, which it's a great cake, by the way, but if we do the cake, that's going to cover up a lot of our background, and we already made the background slightly smaller than an A2. You remember, it's 4 by 5 1/4 instead of 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So I think if we do the cake, it's going to be too much. But if we do the, well, that's not the order, but if we do the HBD Happy Birthday with maybe a shape and maybe a little bit of vellum or something, that might be the better choice. Yeah, I feel like this is the move. What do you guys think? I think this is what we should do. And then maybe we can use some of the little pieces to do like little decorations. I like that idea, Delise, with the candles potentially. I don't know where we put the candles, but yeah, that is a good idea. But, okay, I think the compromise will be, we go with the little gems, or not gems, but little shapes, the die cut shapes, and then we can use those as like embellishments. Yeah. Thank you, Tim. Thank you. I cannot tell you how many times I've die cut an H upside down. And that would have been about the 100th time. So thank you, Tim, for saving me. It's happened so many times. It's not funny. Ooh, it happens literally all the time. All the time. Okay. So I think this is what we're going to do. Or we could even go in with these bigger flowers. But that might be, once again, a little bit too big. But really fun die set. So yeah, let's die cut out the Happy Birthday, or HBD. Probably in black. I'm thinking black. I don't know if that's the right move, but I think we're gonna do it in black. Yeah, let's do it in black. So, and then maybe, I don't know exactly what colors we'll do the embellishments in, but we'll definitely do them in some sort of color. They won't just be white. So let's grab my Big Shot here. And yes, believe it or not, I do have the new Big Shot. And yes, I've used it. But the issue is, this is always closer to me, the older one, so I keep grabbing the older one, and I really just need to switch out where they are in my craft room, because that would be the smart move. But silly old me over here hasn't. And I will, at some point, eventually, do a review on the new one, because I really do like it. Okay, let's run these through. Should we do a little Proud Mary? And we're rolling, rolling, rolling down the river. Okay, that's all we're gonna do because I don't need a copyright strike against this video or against this live stream. So, no more Proud Mary tonight. I apologize. I know that's why you all came here, so, you know. But my viewers drop after we can't do Proud Mary. Okay. So yeah, okay, perfect. Okay, let's pull these up. Actually, it will just be easier to pick this up and like kind of like flex it. There we go. We can get the H now. Get the D off. And then the B. Perfect. Also, yeah, I know I already said it, but I really like the font on these. They're just like whimsy, they're fun. Yeah. Okay. So, I'm thinking a circle. I don't know why. I love a good circle. Who doesn't love a circle? So maybe, so die cut out a circle in either in white or potentially in vellum, but I'm leaning more towards white because I feel like the only vellum I currently have is pearlescent vellum, and I think that might not look the best with the craft. So I'm thinking a small white circle or a different white shape. It's probably going to be a Stacey Park shape because I love a Stacey Park shape if you don't know, and I'll show you why. But I'll let you sound off while I have a sip of water because I've been talking nonstop for 30 minutes now, so I need a little bit of water. We're back. So, yeah. I'm thinking circle, but I'm not opposed to a different shape. So I'm just gonna grab my dies. And we're gonna see which of the Stacey Park shapes I have. It's probably all of them. An oval might actually work. Well, I don't know. Okay, fun. Oh no, I know what the circle is. So I'm just gonna start with the circle. And if anyone's like really opposed to the circle, you can tell me. So I'm gonna grab the middle size one. I think that's a great size. Or actually, that might be too big. I think that's slightly too big because it's gonna cover a lot of the balloons, and I want to do white cardstock. So this maybe that's not a good option. But let me tell you real quick why I love these. So these dies, they have a pattern, but it's a different die. So you can just deboss that pattern on its own, or you can do it with this circle die, or you can just do the circle die on its own plain. But the better part, these can foil. And I've heard they can like letterpress. I haven't tried that, but I have tried foil. It works great. Okay, let's go for a different shape. Okay. See, okay, Carol, I was thinking that, but I just feel like they need to be on something. That's my only, like, opposition. I feel like they have to be on something. I don't know. Okay, this might be the option. Ignore all the washi tape on here. I use it to hold the stuff in place. I do have, ooh, that's taking up a lot of room though. These are the, like, I can't think of the actual name of this. I apologize. It's another one of the Stacey Park ones. I have this on a magnet sheet and not in its packaging. So I'm forgetting the actual name of it because it's not like this shape. It's like Elena's Arch Circles for the circles one. So every other name, I apologize. Yeah, I mean, we could just do the happy birthday on its own. This is like too much thinking. I feel like I'm overthinking this a little. I probably am. Or wait, maybe okay, I do just want to check the squares. And then if I don't like the square, then we can go for just doing it on its own. Let's check. Okay, wait. It fits like perfectly on the square. So on the smaller square, and then you can definitely see all the balloons. And we could even do it up here a little bit, and then you can definitely see all the balloons. Or like obviously lock some of them, but you can see the full design of them. So let's do that. Haha, Caitlin, so funny. You're right, I never overthink. So yeah, let's do this. Yeah, and let's do the design too. I mean, it's probably gonna go beyond the design a little bit, but it will still be on the die. I'm okay with that. But I feel like this is a really pretty design. Like I said, I've foiled with these before and it came out great. You just foil this and then die cut it out with the square. So just, you know, heads up, totally doable. I do like to tape these in place though before I die cut. That way I don't have to worry about them shifting or anything. So I just try to line them up as best as possible and then place down a piece of tape. And guess what? If it's not fully perfect, that's okay. Just a little secret, it's okay. Just remember, say it with me, everyone. It's a handmade card, not a Hallmark card. Okay, great, we all said that in unison. Perfect. So, we are going to grab our die cutting machine again. And we're gonna die cut this out. I think we're just gonna do white. We're gonna do white. We could do vellum, but like I said, I think the vellum might be pushing it on the craft. I mean, honestly, it would probably look great. Where is my top plate? Oh, here it is. My desk is totally not a mess at all. Okay, my desk actually has gotten better though, believe it or not. Because, as I said, I was on Craft Roulette not that long ago. And, yeah. Oh wait, I have to, hold on. Uno momento. Okay, hold on, I need to do that again. I messed up. Redo. My fault. My bad, fam. Okay, let's do that again. Okay, put it like that. Oh my god, okay, so you didn't see what I just did. I just almost used the Thinlit die shim as the top plate. So, you know, that would have been spectacular, but probably shouldn't do that. And then I'm just using the little black piece of cardstock as a shim. It just needed a little extra force, and that'll do it for it. Okay, got through. Let's make sure it's good this time. Yes, there we go. Okay. Sorry, I'm like die cut machine in your face at the moment. But here we go. Isn't that pretty? I really love how that came out. That border is just really, really nice. And then I like to just go around and take off the little, like, flyaway pieces. I find that only happens because I use the magic mat. When I cut into the plastic plate, those little flyaway kind of pieces don't happen. But, you know, it's okay. So I think my best bet would be to glue this down first, potentially. Because I am just going to glue it directly. So let's grab glue. Because I'm going to pop the whole thing up with foam, potentially. I'm thinking it, possibly. So I don't want this to be popped up too, because then it would be a little loco. Un poco loco. Alexa, play Un poco loco from Coco. No, I'm joking. I won't. Okay, is that slightly crooked? Potentially. Is it slightly off-centered? Potentially. But we're gonna act like it's not. Oh, that's bad. Okay, we're gonna pull that up real quick. We're gonna fix that. It's fixable. It's fixable, I promise. I am sorry to everyone's Alexas I just set off, because apparently I said that loud enough to actually set Alexa off. And some people, sorry, Caitlin. But if I set it off, now you actually have to listen to it. So, you know, Alexa's now holding you all hostage. I can't believe that actually. I can't believe it actually set them off, though. Sorry, I just had another sip of water. My bad. Okay. So now we're going to go. Caitlin's sending me a video of it now. So we're going to do the happy birthday. Well, HBD. Which, happy birthday. Something like this. I think that's nice. And then maybe we'll add the embellishments. I think the embellishments would be best in white. I'm thinking that. Because, like, putting it here, one here, and then, like, another one up here, maybe 3 down here, 2 up there, something like that. We'll see. We'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Okay, so we'll put this first H down. I'm doing this right? Timothy, help. I'm doing the... Yes, okay, I did the H right. But yeah, I genuinely cannot express to you all how many times I have glued an H die upside down. It's not funny because, I mean, most people wouldn't notice, but, you know, someone always will be like in the comments, hey, you did that upside down. Like, so why didn't we tell me before? But this time, Tim saved the card. So, thank you. Okay, we're gonna go in with this B now. Let me make sure that's all spaced evenly. Yes. And then one more. Okay, question. Did I set off anyone else's Alexas? And if you have a Google Play, tell me, because I will say, okay, Google, play Un Poco Loco from Coco. I'm equal opportunity for Alexas and Google, apparently. If I set off someone's Google now, that will just be hilarious. I will like, I might start dying laughing. And you might have to call paramedics to my house. Okay, happy birthday done. So now, let's do, I think we're gonna do these in white. So I'm gonna cut out like 5 of them maybe. Something like that. Okay, well, hold on. I'm just looking to see what other, because in theory, I really love these flowers. I just think these flowers will be too big for this card and cover too many balloons. So yeah, we're just gonna do these little guys in white. And perfect, we have a little white scrap here. So that works. It also might help if I don't put the dies under the die machine, the die cutting machine. You know, it's really helpful to be able to access what you're gonna die cut with. And roll that through. And roll it back. Okay, also, just make sure to like the live. I know I already said it, but we have 21 people here. And only 7 likes, so that means there's 14 of you who haven't liked. If you don't like it, then you don't have to like it. But if you're enjoying the chaos here, then maybe. Okay, I see one more. Thank you to whoever did that. Ooh, we're up to 24 people now, so that means there's, oh, I don't want to do that, 16 people. Okay, 10, there we go, we're going up, people. And also, like I said before, in case you just joined, tonight we're using 2 of the new products, the Catherine Pooler product and the Stacey Park product from Sizzix 25th anniversary, or 25th birthday collection release. They're so much fun. We're making a nice birthday card. We're up to 30. And all the products are linked in the description below. And also, if you need me to add any links, I will gladly do so for any products I used. I try to do that. I typically go in after and add like the ink colors because I typically don't know exactly what I want to use. Sometimes I do, not always though. So yeah. Okay, just gotta peel these 2 up from the mat. Like I said before, I like to lift up the mat and like bend the mat. Obviously, if you're doing on a plastic mat, don't bend your mat, because that won't end that well, but with the magic mat, I can. Okay, we got those likes up. I'm happy, people. I'm happy. Thank you all. Okay, so we have our variety of little white embellishments here. Oh, okay. Like, I just flipped half of them. So now we have the card here. So we can do... Okay, I'm just trying to get everything in frame. There we go. We can do something like this, maybe. I like that. So should we do it 3 like this, or do we go for the full 5? Like this. We want to do an odd number, so it's either going to be the 3 or the 5. Thank you, Helen. But what do we think? 3 or 5? Leave the number below. I could do a, can I do a poll? I can do a poll. I'm not going to do a poll. That's too much work. Yeah, too much work to do a poll. Okay, Susie says 5, but Helen says 3. Okay. Tim says 5. Okay. I think, personally, I'm also leaning towards the 5. But potentially, like, slightly rearranged, maybe. Oh, now we're tied again, people. Okay, now we're up. Now 5's winning. So I think we're going to do 5. So let's do it like this, I think. Something like this. If they shift slightly, it's okay. So case closed, we're doing 5. So let's get to gluing. Okay, I fully put way too much glue in this one. So we're going to just kind of wipe a little bit of that off. Oh my god, okay. It would help if I don't, like, slide it all around. Okay, 5 definitely won, so I'm happy we're doing the 5. Now, this little guy. Also, just look at how atrocious this bottle of art glitter is. It's like the original bottle I've had, so I've had that for, close to 5 years, I want to say. Obviously, I put in new glue. It's not the same glue. But, yeah, that bottle's been through a lot. The poor label is almost gone. And then there's, yeah, I think the white does really pop. You typically, I mean, obviously people use white enamel dots all the time, but beyond that, I feel like we don't do enough white embellishments. And black embellishments. I feel like white and black embellishments both can really make a card pop. So I need to think about that more. I don't think I have black enamel dots. I really should get some. Okay, so that is pretty much done here. And I'm really happy with how this came out. Just full of Sizzix stuff. We have our Stacy Park. Hold on, I need to look at that. We have the Stacy Park birthday balloons. We have the Catherine Pooler Let's Eat Cake with the sentiment here. And then we have Stacy Park as well for the Yvette Interlaced squares. So yeah, I'm really, really happy with this. I feel like it's just a fun birthday card. So now we are going to put it on a card base. I know, shocking. I have 2 left. I made a bunch. Well, I found a bunch, actually. So I think, I just want to make sure this is, like, perfectly lined up before we do anything. So yeah, I think I'm going to pop it up with foam tape. Which, you know I dread, but we're going to do it anyways. Lisa, are you hinting at something? I don't think you are. I'm joking. Okay. So I'm now going to go in with a little bit of my favorite Altenew foam tape. It's the black one. It's 1 inch by, I believe, 1/16 of an inch. So 1 inch wide, a 1/16 of an inch in height. What I like about the black foam tape is that it kind of blends into the background. So obviously we're not using a super dark color, but when you look at it from the side, it kind of just blends in with the shadow. It's not like the white and stands out as much. That's what I've noticed when using it. And also, I just like that it's thin, so you get the little bit of height, but it's nothing like crazy. So you can still definitely mail it without any issue. Also, Caitlin, Caitlin, if you don't watch Caitlin enough, at least, what you need to know is that she uses, like, no foam tape. She would probably use 2 pieces here, maybe 3, probably 2. So, yeah, and, like, I'm not going to, but I'm even tempted here to, like, put in little pieces so that doesn't bend. I'm not going to, because that's a little cuckoo, but I've done stuff like that before, so, you know, I use way too much foam tape, but I want my cards to survive, like, crazy stuff in the mail. I want it to be thrown across, like, a football field and it still be okay when it gets there, so it'd still be together. Well, I don't want it thrown across the football field, but, you know, just in case it happens. You never know. I know the tape is so wide. Inch wide and then a 1/16, I believe. I believe it's a 1/16 in height. That sounds right. Okay, let's do this side. And we are going to try our very best here to line this up as perfectly. That was my best work ever. My best work ever. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. But yeah, yes, Susie, as you send it, yeah, exactly. As if you, I send cards occasionally, but like I said, obviously you can kind of tell there's foam tape there, but it blends into the shadow more so than the white does. I don't know how well that's showing up on camera, but I just find even if you're using, I've used the black foam tape on white cardstock. Obviously, this is actually on white cardstock on the base, but I've done it where it's 2 layers of white cardstock, and it still looks really good. The darker the color, the better, but it still looks great on even light cardstock. But that is the card for today. So, yeah, we did it. I'm very, very happy with all this, how this turned out. So, just a quick review again. We're celebrating Sizzix 25th birthday, which is kind of crazy to me because they are older than I am. But we used the amazing, amazing Let's Eat Cake set. We used the happy birthday and some of the little pieces that you use to make the flowers here. And we use them as embellishments instead because, you know what, you can always stretch your supplies. And then we went in also for the background with the Stacy Park birthday balloons stencils, which really, really fun set as well. I just like whipped that card. I really, really love how that background came out as well. And then we also went in with, I believe they're the Yvette Interlaced squares for the square. I don't know if those are still available. If those are still available, I will go link those. If there's anything that anyone needs me to link, I will gladly do that for you so you don't have to go search. Just come back in like 10 minutes. But yeah, Rosie, it is okay that you're late. I'm happy you made it and I get to say hi to you. So hi, Rosie. And yeah, everything, the 2 Sizzix new products are linked down below to both Sizzix and scrapbook.com. If you want to buy them, great. And if you don't, thank you for watching the live and supporting me this way. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for being here tonight. I hope you had a really fun time because I know I did. Yeah, Rosie, you did kind of miss everything. Yeah, it's okay, Rosie. It's okay. I was thinking, oh, I should message Rosie, but I didn't. So my bad, Rosie. But yeah, thank you all so much for coming. We had one of the designers of the product, Stacy, here, which was great. And yeah, and we had Taylor also from Sizzix, so. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, and yeah, have an amazing rest of your night. And bye, everyone. Happy crafting. Yes, I still do the head nod. I promise. I promise. It's okay, Rosie. Do not worry about it. Bye, guys.